Hi everyone, welcome back. What do you like my new haircut? Nice and short. I think this is the first time when I really appreciate and actually really like the shorter hairstyles. Perfect for the summer. So for today's or this week's studio vlog, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I mean, I have things to do, but it is a little bit of everything. There is a small shop update coming up on June 1st, so the shop might already be open when you're watching this. So I have a few new products that I want to show you. Also, I need to get my shit together. Literally, I need to start organizing. I have so much stuff that is in this giant mess and I need to start sorting this mess up. I mean, I've always been a little messy and I don't mind the mess. I don't need it to be all tidy all the time, but when it's starting to affect me mentally, I feel like I need to do something about it. I need to do some more decluttering, getting rid of things. So that is maybe one thing that I need to focus on. And I'm thinking my big bookshelf, it is just a mess and it has bothered me for a long time now. And as you may know, I'm a big procrastinator, so I have a little trouble getting started on things like this. So I thought maybe making a video about it would make me a little more motivated, since it will give me some content at the same time. And also, if I have time, I might organize these shelves as well. We will just see how long this will take. Anyway, I have things to do, so let's do that. So here we have it, and I think what I need to do first is just to remove all of this, just some trash and recycling things. And also underneath all of this there are some shelves and drawers, that is inserts for this kind of bookshelves. So this is like drawers and shelves that you put inside the cubes. And also I need to deal with this. I need to put all of the pink markers back. Got a few markers there as well. I actually got the shelves and drawers from IKEA like over a year ago and they've just been sitting there on the floor. So I need to assemble those and hopefully it will create a little more order. Also jars, why all the jars? I've just saved a bunch just in case I need some more paint water jars. Bunch of notebooks. And I might also want to pick up some more storage boxes this weekend, so I don't have to store my acrylic paint, for example, in a cardboard box. It would be really nice to get rid of all the stuff on the top of the shelf and put some flowers maybe. Alright, let's do this. So I want to sort the trash from the recycling things. So I do recycle all the boxes that I receive when ordering products and such, but some cardboard boxes are really good to just cut up and use as extra support when shipping prints and such. This feels really nice and thick, so I might want to save that. There has been a cat in here. Are you cute, kitty? So we got some trash and recycling, and now I cleared both these green boxes. I was thinking that maybe I can store some of the things in this shelf in there, like these jars and stuff. Is there a ghost? No ghost. What I can see, you can see something. Is there a spider? And also here you can see, don't remember getting that one. So I got drawers, shelves, and also like a little cabinet. Sally has escaped. Not really, I did let her out. Phoenix, hey, come in. Alright, so now we got access to the whole bookshelf, and I think what I'm gonna do now, I am just gonna clear out everything and maybe put in different piles, and I can sort it so that I can get rid of everything that I don't want to keep. So I think that is where we're going. All right. Look at this little gremlin. Where do I begin? Let's just start at the corner here. Some art. I think I'm just gonna put these over here. 1 down, 24 to go. What do you say about that, kitty? Oh my, we got some really old art here. We got some My Little Pony, the Whale Island. Oh, I almost forgot about this. My Little Pony as cats. Oh my, shiny unicorn. Look at this. This is some really old art. Another unicorn. So we got 1 column, 4 more to go. I'm starting to kind of regret this whole project a little. More of a mess now than before. Yeah, the bookshelf is now empty. I have to give it credit for having room for so many things. I am a little overwhelmed at the moment, but I feel like it can only get better. So I'm gonna start to sort things into different categories and remove things that I don't want to keep, and hopefully there will be some sort of order. So yeah, see you in a bit. Nope. Alright, so I've started to add a few things. We have all the sketchbooks and sketch pads, marker paper and watercolor and acrylic paper, color pencils and pastel paper. Also, it turned out that these candy boxes are perfect to store the smaller paper pads in. I think most of the paper pads are from art supply subscription boxes, so now I can easily flip through them and find whatever I'm looking for. If I want Bristol board paper, or maybe I want some watercolor paper. Not the prettiest color, but maybe I can do something about that later. And we got another box, and this would be for collecting loose paper sheets. That is also something that I get a lot from art supply subscription boxes, and I just don't want to throw them away because it is good paper, so I might as well use it for something. It is the perfect size for when making birthday cards, Christmas cards and such. So yeah, now we only have all of this stuff left. I was checking the lightning tracker, and all the red and the yellow dots are lightning. Yeah, no wonder my head is hurting. Got an order, thank you. So we have the acrylic paint. This is the one that I use when making my pins and magnets because it is matte. And we have some regular acrylic and the disposable paint palettes. All the tubes were falling over when I was moving the basket around. So I put the bottles of gesso in the back just to keep everything in place. And a random selection of various bottles of acrylic paint, all from different art supply boxes. Things are starting to come together. Over here we have some boxes. They are filled with just random things and art supplies, so I will have to go through them and organize them as well, but not now. That I will have to do another time because this project is taking a little longer than I anticipated. So I did actually clear this box though. It was filled with just a bunch of old sketches and just receipts and trash. So I cleared it out and I put some art that I don't really know where to put elsewhere. Let me know if you remember this one. And I was thinking to myself, what the heck was I doing with this? But I think it is from the video where I tried painting with slime, you know, when slime was a big thing many years ago. So just some random art projects like this one, the accordion sketchbook. And also in here I put some wood slices, a wooden box that I got for Christmas some years ago from my parents. They wanted me to paint on it, so that might be a project for a future video. A wooden board that I also thought that I would paint something on, and this one is currently empty. Yeah, it is starting to look like something, and there are still many things, but I think what I need to do now is to actually assemble the drawers and shelf inserts so that I will better know how to organize things. Delivery from Vistaprint. So let's check it out. We got bookmarks, some new thank you cards, and also the prints. And these are not all the prints, it is all the designs, but for some reason some of the prints comes in packs of 10s or 25. I've ordered 50 of each. These two have all of them, but these comes in multiple packages. I'm not really sure why they do that, but anyway, let's have a look. And I need my knife. We got the Jungle Cat Ruins. I think the art from the monochromatic art series are the only prints that I've kept reprinting or reordering because people still love them, it seems like. We got the Mysterious Pond. Again, I have ordered more than these, and I didn't order any of the purple ones, the Magical Cat Glade, because I did recently reorder those, so I have plenty of those. Let's check out some of the new ones. So here we have the pink one, the newest addition to the monochromatic art series. Something that I noticed because I've done a couple of pink art recently. Pink is a very difficult color to scan and get the colors accurate to reality, and I think I could have made it so that the lines were even darker to make it to give it a little more contrast. And yeah, here we have this one printed on matte smooth paper. Then we have more pink art. I decided to turn this into a print as well. For being me, I've been using a lot of pink this year, and this is a bit of a gamble or risk because I'm pretty sure that this won't sell as well as the art with cats on them. Cat art always sells better, but I don't want all the products in my shop to be cats. So, and again, it was super hard to get the colors true to reality, but yeah, I like it. And then the last one of the prints, we got the mermaid. Also a bit of a gamble, but again, I want to offer more than just cats. I really like that art, so I thought might be good as a print, and I think it looks absolutely fabulous. We do have a cat though. I don't know, I just thought it felt very colorful and summery. Then we have some new thank you cards. I thought it was time for something new because I've been using almost the same design for my thank you cards for 3 years now, so I decided I wanted something different. So I was just doodling these flowers in kind of like a painterly style in Procreate, and I wasn't really planning to use it for anything, but I really like how it turned out. So I used it as a background for the thank you cards. And I left a little space between thank you and for supporting my small business because I like to write the name of the person that made the order, like a personal little thank you. And then we got some new bookmarks. Here we have the first one. So it is about the same style of flowers as on the thank you card, but they are from two separate drawings. It's basically just a sketch. I didn't really render it as much as I usually do. No, I just liked it so much, so I decided to turn it into a bookmark. So we have the front side that is very nice and shiny, and then the back side that is printed in matte. We have some more flowers and also my brand. Then lastly, we have this one, a rainbow cat paw. I absolutely love how this design turned out. So this design was actually made for a different product, which I'm not gonna mention just yet. You will see it in a future vlog, but I already had the design and I thought maybe this would be a good bookmark, and I wasn't wrong. This is so cute. We have the back side, which is also the rainbow stripes with a blue between them. So what I like to do with my bookmarks is to round out the corners. I think it looks a little better with the rounded corners, especially since we already have this soft shape. And here we have this one. So you can get my bookmarks both with and without tassels. And since I kind of forgot about it, I haven't ordered any new tassels, any new colors. I think orange or pink would look good because there is both pink and orange in there. So here we have the orange one and the pink. I kind of love both, to be honest. Maybe I can have both as an option. I will see which one that sells more. This one though, I don't think I will add a tassel to because the paw is very close to the top of the bookmark. So if I punch a hole in it, it will be directly on the paw, which I don't think will look that good. So I'm just gonna sell it like this. But yeah, there we have it. I realized that I haven't made a new freebie sticker design in a while. So I turned the flower field kitty art into this heart design. I think it turned out really cute. So yeah, this will be the new freebie sticker. Yay, the drawer inserts are done. So yeah, here we have them. And we also have the shelf insert. So I guess you are really supposed to screw the insert into the actual shelf just to avoid having the whole insert moving out when pulling out the drawer. I don't think I'm gonna do that though, because if I want to move this in the future, there will be ugly screw holes showing. I want to be able to move them around if I want to. I think I'm gonna move that one down there. I didn't want it to be symmetrical, so I put it up there, but I think I will have to move it down anyway because the top drawer will be a little too high for me to see into. So also, even if I'm not planning to store super heavy stuff in the drawers, I think it's better to have the weight a little lower because the bookshelf itself isn't attached to the wall. So it's better to have all the heavier weight lower on the shelf. So that is why I keep all the boxes and stuff down there. Also, I think it just looks better having the top shelves a little more light. I will assemble the cabinets too, but they are for the other bookshelf, so I will do that when it's time to deal with that. It is a very strange sunny, rainy weather going on right now. I just love it when a product comes in good packaging. So the box where my headphones came in, it is just a very nice fancy box. So I've been using it as a storage for my Pitt artist pens. Recently I had to buy another pair because the old one, well, they were old, so they stopped working. So I got another pair and they came in the same nice box. You know what's even better? Like a glove. They fit perfectly next to each other in the drawer. And since they are in a drawer, I don't have to use the lids, which means that I have two more boxes that I can use for storage in my other drawer. And since it is the lid, they are a little bigger, so I will have to put them this way instead, which leaves room for another little box from my Apple Watch. It is paper, but it almost feels like it's made out of plastic. It is very sturdy, so look how perfectly it fits. So now I can store all my little watercolor tubes and also my spare paintbrushes. Alright, so this is where we're at so far. So it is currently Sunday, June 2nd, and yesterday we went shopping and I bought some more storage baskets and boxes in a bunch of different sizes because I got all of these little knickknacks and bits and bobs everywhere that I don't really know what to do with yet. So I'm gonna do some more decluttering and then put the remaining stuff in the boxes, and I need to start working on the next video, so this needs to be done today. So I think I'm just gonna push through the last part of this project and just be done with it. And here we have a whole box filled with different art supplies from art supply subscription boxes. Most of the boxes that I receive I open and make something with in videos, but some of them I never end up using for a video, so I open them anyway and I put all the art supplies in here. And some of the art supplies are actually used, but I just put them in here anyway because I didn't really know where else to put them. So just a bunch of art supplies that I will go through and sort someday, but that day is not today. So I'm just gonna move them from this cardboard box to the new box. If you've been on my channel for a while, you might remember the art snacks box. A lot of art supplies are from the art snacks box because they just kept sending me them. I've been thinking about maybe putting together some mystery art supply boxes and sell over at my Etsy shop. But these art supplies were given to me for free, so I'm not really sure how I feel about selling them. Maybe I will just do a giveaway for my Patreons. Virtus Original, one of my favorites. I don't know for how long it has been in here, but maybe it will be good to eat anyway. The blue pens are used, so I may not add them into the giveaway. What is up with these AI generated comics? It is so eerie because they kind of look normal at first and then it just, I don't know, what? And this is another one that I've been saving just because it is so weird. Finding these on Facebook, by the way. And again, it looks kind of normal at first. The cat is just sleeping in the bed and then there is that. And then the hand is going through the cover, petting the cat. And then the guy turns into a redhead and he's holding, I don't know what even, what is happening? What is going on? So I found this box that were filled with a bunch of different pens from Pilot from many years ago when I did some collaborations with them. So I've gone ahead and separated all the permanent markers from the erasable markers. So they are erasable with heat. The friction is what erases them. So this will go to the child of a friend of mine that likes to draw. So I think these might be fun to play around with, and I will keep the permanent ones because permanent markers is always good to have. I already have way too much art supplies, so it is good to be able to donate some of it. And it is finally finished! Yay! This has been causing me so much stress and anxiety. Oh, also here are some of the things that I didn't want to put back in the bookshelf. We got some sketchbooks that are either filled up, and some of them I will probably never use. Some merch and art from other artists that I'm following. And these boxes will just have to live here for a little longer until I move that bookshelf over there, and I will store these boxes in that bookshelf, because once I move my whole shop packing station into the guest room, I won't be needing that bookshelf over there, and I can use it more as a storage. Also, again, this will also have to be organized. That will be in a couple of weeks, because I am so freaking sick of seeing things and sorting and organizing, and I bet you guys are as sick at looking at this bookshelf as I am. But let me give you a little tour. So here we have all the color pencils and toned paper and pastel paper, things that I use together with color pencils. And then we have some markers that are just here temporarily. I will move them to another place once I got space. All the marker paper and Bristol board, more colored pencils that are just here for now. And then we got all the watercolor paper, various sketchbooks and sketch pads, boxes with stuff, more boxes with stuff, sketchbooks, the drawers. We got gouache and some different watercolor stuff, watercolor tubes, water brushes, paint brushes, paint palettes, all the little paper pads that I've got from art supply subscription boxes, and some promotional stuff. This is just here for now. Some water-based brush markers. So in the Prismacolor pencil box, I'm storing some metallic paint pens. Underneath, I'm storing the Prismacolor pencils in a different box. This box is a lot bigger, so I prefer storing the pencils in that instead. Just find it easier to go through all the pencils when they are in a bigger box. This is a cute mug with some permanent pens. You can get it from my Redbubble store. Cute little tin box. And I think it is made for storing tea, but we don't really drink that kind of tea. Also, let me know if you guys know who this guy is. Tin box from Crayola, some folders and magazines. And in here, I think I showed you earlier, a bunch of art that I didn't really know where else to store. Down here we got some more paper, all the blank paper sheets that I can use for card making or bookmarks or watching art supplies or just make art on them. And we got some holographic laminating sheets and also some shrink plastic and some art that I will have to find a better place for, but for now it is there. And in here we got various things to paint on, some kitty pins and magnets in progress, unpainted kitties, some chipboard and round canvases, some mini canvases. Over here we got a gift box from Ohuhu, paper cutter, cutting mat that I use when working with clay, more paper that is too big to fit in there, some color swatches, and here we have some permanent markers, Sharpies and Ohuhu, and the Pilot pens. And here some India ink, Pit Artist pens, and the Ohuhu refill bottles. And here we have the shelf insert, which I might actually want to get more of. I might want to put one here because there is a lot of space here that can be used. But yeah, over here we got some gouache, just some various pens. pens, more gouache and watercolors, some decoration. You might recognize this. It is so ugly but still cute. Some paint markers, transparent contact paper, tracing paper, the matte acrylic paint that I use for my pins and magnets. More paint markers, more acrylic paint and acrylic medium, the regular acrylic paint, disposable paint palette. Down here we got some canvas boards, more acrylic paint, a bunch of various acrylic paint bottles. This is spray, I think. In this we got the heavy body acrylic paint. And then lastly we got the most boring drawer. Some tissue paper when I'm painting. We got the glass jars that I'm saving to use for paint water. Just some cute tin containers. And a box of plastic bottles that I actually bought to be using with when doing the acrylic pour. I thought I would be using the plastic bottles to store the acrylic pour mixture, but I never ended up using them, so I have been using some of them when traveling for shampoo and stuff. Also on the top here we got some of the fake plants that I already have, just to give you an idea what I have in mind. So I think for my next trip to IKEA I will have to get some more fake plants because I really like it. It just looks a little more organic and cozy. And over here we got a box of all the art supplies from the subscription boxes as you saw before. I was a little hesitant of storing the plastic containers on top of the shelf because you can see through it, but since it is full of art supplies it kind of looks a little decorative, I think, a little artsy. But yeah, I am so relieved that I got everything in order just in time before I start on my next project, which is over there. Not that one. I don't think I will finish that in a video. I think I'm just gonna continue on that on my own in my free time, but that one you will see in an upcoming video. Now I can even use the bookshelf as a backdrop for my videos. I really need to get started with my next project and I need to edit this vlog. So that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching and thanks all of you that has ordered something from my shop. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Keep drawing my happy cats. Bye!